They had learned a fatal flaw of the shark.
Oh my God, bro. Orcas hunt sharks, whales, and apparently bully boats for entertainment. But no wild one has ever killed a human being. Today we're finding out why, because I don't believe they're just being nice. Why the ocean's deadliest predator refuses to kill us.
There is a predator that dominates the ocean. One powerful enough to flip great white sharks.
Is that a whale and
take down
orcas
colossal
hanging out
blue
together?
whales, and more recently, sink vessels off the coast of Europe.
On God, I'm good. I don't want to be in the water with the orca, bro. They're the Hulk of dolphins.
There has never been a single recorded instance of this creature hunting or consuming humans in the wild.
How is the dead guy gonna record that shit?
Why would a hunting machine more than capable...
No, I don't like that. I dead ass cannot do under the water shots because I'm sweating.
For centuries, humanity has often viewed these creatures with sheer terror. In his work, Naturalis Historia, Pliny the Elder described them as an enormous mass of flesh, armed with...
Fuck. Bro, why? Why does that freak me out so bad? I cannot handle it.
And taking down of massive baleen whales, they fearfully dubbed them asesina balenas, meaning whale killers.
We could have called them whale assholes, because they are kind of dickheads.
The word order was flipped to killer whale, inadvertently transforming them into a species of whale driven by murderous instincts. But the truth is, they are not even whales. Taxonomically speaking, the orca is essentially the largest and most powerful member of the oceanic dolphin family, Delphinidae. A branch within the suborder of toothed whales.
So much worse.
Odontoceti. Their scientific name, Orcinus orca, is derived from Orcas,
God of the underworld and champion of death. Hey, listen, orcas, super cool. They have to go extinct. God of the underworld, champion of death.
Evolution has bestowed upon the orca an almost perfect anatomical structure. A mature male can reach lengths of nearly 10 meters, 32.8 feet, and total body weight of up to 10 metric tons.
That is crazy.
22,000 pounds.
There's nothing you can do.
Roughly equivalent to a mid-sized bus.
They're the size of a school bus.
The most terrifying weapon lies within their curved snouts. Massive conical teeth, roughly 10 centimeters long, curving inward and interlocking like a bear trap.
Ew, what are you eating?
Their bite force is entirely capable of crushing the densest bones of their prey, rendering them an apex predator with no natural enemies. Given such immense size and overwhelming power,
they're raw dogging this whole whale? Imagine being bigger than the orcas and shit, but they're these quick little goblins with teeth that bite the shit out of you. It's the piranha experience.
Why do they sport such a striking black and white coloration that seems so easily detectable? In reality, this color distribution is a pinnacle of optical camouflage known as countershading. Within the ocean's complex visual environment, this coloration creates a sophisticated optical illusion. When a prey animal swims above and looks down, the pitch black back of the orca blends seamlessly into the murky
could be below you chilling, you don't even know. And they'd be like,
if a prey animal below looks up, the orca's
white on the tummy
vanishes into the glistening, sunlit surface.
The Navy SEALs of the ocean.
The white patches serve to break up their true silhouette.
Chat, I'm sorry. I refuse to believe not a single human being in history has been killed by an orca in the wild. There's just no way it hasn't happened. It probably wasn't even on purpose.
Regardless of their coloration, however, these physical traits serve one highly practical purpose: equipping orcas to adapt and hunt.
They don't have to adapt to shit. Okay, they kill it. They can kill everything. There are more people died from coconuts than orcas. Do you want to know why? Because when the coconut falls on your head and kills you and splits your head open, your body is still on the beach dead. When an orca bites your head off and eats the rest of your body, you get pooped out and sink to the bottom of the ocean.
To sustain this massive physique and its internal heating system, the orca's metabolism.
Bro, oh my God, is it on site with whales? Big ass sperm would, and then they just got to take off. And then he like get his boys like, hey, I just seen a whale spin the block. We gonna get him. And then they just go and murder a whale?
On average, a mature individual must consume around 135 kilograms.
How much is that?
300 pounds of meat daily. This voracious appetite
300 pounds of meat in your mouth a
the
day.
ocean's most versatile
They're all gay.
assassins, with a menu encompassing over 140 species, from tiny schools of herring, hard-shelled sea turtles, penguins, seals, sea lions, and dolphins, to creatures widely considered the...
Oh my God, bro! This is terrible!
The orca's most infamous prey is the great white shark. For years, marine biologists were utterly baffled as numerous great white carcasses washed ashore in South Africa, perfectly intact, except for their bellies being ripped open and their livers missing.
That's what you get!
The culprits were pods of orcas. They had learned a fatal flaw of the shark. When flipped upside down, sharks fall into tonic immobility.
Yeah, get tonic immobilized, bitch. Yo, I'll fuck with orcas now. Let's go. Let me get a pet orca. SeaWorld in my backyard.
Neural paralysis that renders them unable to breathe, ultimately causing them to drown.
They're
Orcas
drowning in the ocean?
Flip it
Imagine I suffocate you with oxygen. You're gonna feel real stupid. They drowning, bro, in the ocean.
And use their razor-sharp teeth to extract the liver, which
Their
is
teeth
rich
look
in squalene.
super dull, I'm not gonna lie.
For the orcas, this is the most calorie-dense, fatty energy source available.
Bro, they got
in
that
other
liver.
regions,
The
like
liver's
Australia,
gotta be good,
the
right?
terror is so profound that massive great white sharks
Liver's gotta be solid.
will completely abandon their territories for
God.
months the moment they detect approaching orcas. But the most terrifying testament to
Bro,
the
fuck all this shark spray. Give me orca perfume so that way these sharks stay away from the beaches.
is their ability to take down the blue whale, the largest creature to ever exist in Earth's history.
Yeah, let's watch them torture the blue whale.
For decades, this was merely a hypothesis. However, in 2019 and 2021, at Bremer Bay, Western Australia.
Australia got too many sharks. I'm not going there. Australia, I appreciate you from a distance. I'm good. If you guys are enjoying this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and come watch live on Twitch Monday through Friday, completely free.
Scientists witnessed and recorded pods of orcas systematically attacking
they're
adult blue
moving.
whales.
Look at how fast they are.
They organize themselves like a highly trained military unit. The strongest individuals take turns swimming over the blue whale's blowhole to suffocate it, while others bite into its flanks and specifically target its tongue.
So we are literally the puppy dogs of the ocean.
Confirmed what was long suspected.
Do they kill dolphins? They kill their own. Oh my God, but they are part of the whale community. That's cannibalism. Dolphin on dolphin crime, bro.
Orcas have no upper limit when it comes to the size of their prey. Yet, it is not brute muscular strength that makes the orca the reigning sovereign of the seas, but rather their pack-hunting tactical intelligence. Unlike sharks that hunt purely on solitary instinct, orcas coordinate with the precision of a special forces strike team. In the icy expanse of Antarctica, Weddell seals often seek refuge on floating ice floes.
Bro, they're talking all that shit right now. They're like, hey, gonna bite your face off. All right, chat, you're a seal. What do you do in this situation? The answer is give up head first.
They pull back and swim closely alongside one another in perfect synchronization, generating a massive wave that washes over the ice, sweeping the seal into the water.
Their IQ is too much. Holy IQ, I'm done.
Orcas employ an even more dangerous technique: intentional beaching. To snatch juvenile sea lions playing at the water's edge, an orca...
Oh my God, dude. They're juveniles, bro. They are literally the predators of the ocean. We gotta kill all of them.
Orca uses the momentum of the surf to launch itself straight onto the dry sand, grabs its prey, and then uses sheer muscular force to wriggle backward with the receding foam.
He twerks and
this is not
takes
a technique
out minors.
hardwired into their DNA.
What the fuck?
Rather, it must be meticulously taught by mothers to their calves through years of observation and practice.
They're literally just studying all the time.
A single miscalculation in estimating the beach's incline could leave them stranded and lead to their demise.
Oh no!
Their predatory intellect even evolves alongside modern times.
They're just doing
in the Bering
science in their
Sea and
brain
the Gulf
all
of
the
Alaska,
time.
orca populations have learned to steal sablefish and halibut directly from the long lines of commercial fishing vessels.
Booty warriors of the sea.
Remarkably, they do not even need their eyes. In the dark
How
oceanic...
big is this dick? You know, that's a valid question. How big is orca penis? 6 to 6.6 feet. That's crazy.
environment, they utilize their hearing to eavesdrop on the acoustic signature of the hydraulic winches on the boats. The moment the winch engages from kilometers away, the pod recognizes that a free meal is being hauled up and immediately rushes in, stripping the entire catch before the helpless eyes of the fishermen.
Are you allowed to murder
These
orcas?
continue...
What happens if I accidentally kill an orca? Accidentally killing an orca triggers federal investigation, potentially heavy fines and mandatory reporting requirements under laws like Marine Mammal Protection Act. That sounds like an American thing, so just don't let the accident happen in U.S. waters. Okay, guys? You're welcome, science.
Prove that orcas do not hunt based on pre-programmed behaviors. To process and transmit such sophisticated survival skills, they require a superior biological computing machine.
Bro, I can't read these things. They're terrifying to look at, I'm not gonna lie.
That machine is housed deep within their skulls. The brain of an adult killer whale is 4 times larger than a human brain.
Bro is packing in every direction.
Astonishingly, when scientists performed MRI scans on orca brains, they discovered highly complex and convoluted folds in the areas responsible for emotional processing. Hidden deep within is a network of spindle neurons, functioning as high-speed information highways.
That's what science makes me do in my head.
The fact that orcas possess these cells is profound evidence of a deeply complex inner life. Furthermore, orcas are among the extremely rare group of animals that can pass the mirror self-recognition test, a definitive proof of self-awareness.
Bro, if you put them in a swimming pool, yes, the animal the size of a bus, and you put a mirror in the pool with nothingness, they're probably going to think the mirror is very interesting. I'm just saying.
Within its very first weeks of life, a newborn orca will learn the unique acoustic signatures of its lineage. This sound signal acts as an identifier that it will use for its entire life, broadcasting across...
Wait, okay. What does an orca actually sound like? We got to play a soundbite.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
That is a bald eagle. That's a killer whale?
Hello. 1, 2.
No, we're cooked. We're gonna fucking die. 8 years ago, they for sure evolved past this.
This neurological evolution has propelled the orca past the boundaries of mere survival instinct, forming the very foundation of culture. The clearest evidence of this is that different orca populations inhabiting the same waters do not mix.
Oh, they're gang affiliated. They run different blocks of ocean.
In the Pacific Northwest, there are 2 distinct ecotypes of orcas. Residents, who exclusively eat salmon, and transients, who strictly hunt marine mammals.
The whites, and then the black.
They do not interact, they do not interbreed, and they utilize completely distinct acoustic dialects. The vocalizations of a resident pod are as incomprehensible to a transient pod as speaking to someone who does not know a word of English.
So they're actually kind of racist.
Culinary and linguistic knowledge is absolutely not encoded in their genes or biology. It is passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah, even the ocean got Crips and Bloods. They're banging different sets, bro. Nah, we don't fuck them salmon eaters, bro. Hell nah.
A pod is always led by the oldest female. The offspring, both male and female, will never leave their natal pod. They remain by their mother's side for their entire biological life cycle. Embedded within this matriarchy is one of evolution's greatest
So they're
mysteries,
always sucking
the
on the
phenomenon
tit, kind
of menopause. In the entire natural world...
Oh, orca just like, you just chilling with your mom, she just start period blooding in the water you're breathing. Oh!
By ceasing reproduction to avoid competing with their offspring for food, these elderly females become living databanks for the entire pod. With a mind storing decades of memories, they pinpoint the exact migratory routes of salmon, the locations of deep ocean currents,
across
and
the whole
harbors.
world? I need an orca memory.
On July 24th, 2018, a mother orca from the southern resident population named Tahlequah, designated J35, gave birth to a female calf. Tragically, the infant survived for only 30 minutes.
Aw. Ew.
Tahlequah placed the nearly 180 kilogram, 400 pounds body of her calf on her forehead and began to swim.
Oh.
Whenever the body slipped into the depths,
So
Tahlequah would dive down, desperately pushing it back to the surface to breathe.
That's super sad.
She refused to eat, entirely ignored her own physical exhaustion, and embarked on a grueling procession of mourning that lasted for 17 straight days and nights, covering a distance of 1,000 miles.
Hey, honestly, I would slime the whole ocean too. I'm blaming everybody. The one op you don't want, orca.
Neurobiologists cite this as undeniable evidence of grief, a profound psychological anguish that transcends species barriers, proving that they love their families no less than we do.
You know what's crazy is it mourned its child and tried to keep it alive for 17 days. Girls out here excited to get abortions. Orcas got more of a soul than you do. That's crazy.
We arrive at the ultimate question. Why has an intelligent predator equipped with bone-crushing jaws, ruthless hunting tactics, and the power to slay a blue whale never killed a single human being in the wild? Throughout all of recorded marine history, the number of human fatalities caused by wild orcas is exactly 0.
Go to SeaWorld!
When you dive into the ocean and come face to face with an orca, you are confronting a hypercarnivore. You swim sluggishly, possessing no protective armor, no fangs, and no venom.
Mr. Beast, hear me out, bro. Can you not get eaten by a killer whale? If we take 100 people, we put them in the water with a killer whale, somebody's getting got. If it's that safe, Mr. Beast, do it.
Many assume that when paddling on a surfboard, a human silhouette closely resembles a seal. Indeed, great white sharks frequently bite us in cases of mistaken identity for this exact reason.
The animated shark?
So why is the rate of mistaken identity with orcas practically 0?
Because they're smart.
The answer lies in their biological sonar technology.
Telepathy, understood. Reading minds. You're not going to talk about SeaWorld one time? All this, they don't hurt people? Thank God. Let's talk about this so I don't sound like a crazy person the whole time.
Tragically, this astonishing self-restraint and this wild oceanic peace treaty have been shattered by humans through the captive entertainment industry. Imagine this: a creature possessing a massive emotional brain, accustomed to swimming hundreds of miles a day alongside its family,
that is true,
is suddenly thrust into a concrete tank barely a few body lengths across. This rupture does not just destroy them physically, it triggers a malignant psychological disorder known as zoochosis, captivity-induced psychosis.
Prison.
The nightmare begins with their very own biological strengths. In the ocean, orcas see the world through sound waves. But when confined to a tank, their echolocation clicks continuously slam against the smooth concrete walls and bounce back with intense.
So you got like a permanent echo. Imagine wearing your headset and you just hear every single thing you say like 3 times back to you. Bro, I'm biting the fuck out of it. Everybody getting bit. If I see you, it's on sight.
It is akin to being locked in a tiny closet and forced to listen to your own screams echoing endlessly, day and night. The psychological torture does not end there. In the wild, orca families have their own distinct cultures and dialects. Yet, marine parks routinely capture random individuals from completely different oceans globally and throw them into the same enclosure.
Bro's a tank.
Forcing creatures that do not speak the same language to cohabitate in a cramped space with no escape route has birthed a bloody gladiator arena. The vast majority of captive orcas bear raking scars, deep lacerations caused by the teeth of their tank mates.
Oh, they be nibbling on each other.
Driven to extreme
like
frustration, they spend hours gnawing on steel gates and concrete ledges. This self-destructive behavior wears their teeth down to the pulp.
Bro, y'all got
to prevent
nice
lethal
teeth, man. We
infections,
can't get y'all braces.
Veterinarians must regularly use power drills to core out the dental pulp. Agonizing procedures performed entirely while the animal is awake, without any anesthesia.
Hey, listen. I know I'm not fucking with these orcas. We gotta extinct them and whatnot. I say we just do exactly what I'm saying, because that's more humane than putting them in a pod, right?
They frequently sucumb to sepsis by the age of 20.
I've definitely gone to a killer whale show when I was a kid at SeaWorld.
And when a highly advanced intellect is pushed past its brain,
it was fucking cool.
These glass-walled pools
shit.
turn into crime scenes. The most shocking tragedy is the story of Tilikum, a colossal male orca weighing 5,400 kilograms, 11,900 pounds. Kidnapped from the coast of Iceland in 1983 at just 2 years old.
Oof.
Tilikum was transferred to a marine park.
2 years old, bro. He's supposed to live until he's 80.
And housed with 2 fiercely aggressive females. For years on end, every single night, he was herded into a pitch-black metal module measuring a mere 6 meters, 20 feet across. Locked away for over 14 hours at a time to prevent them from tearing each other apart.
It's super sad.
The darkness, the isolation, and the bleeding wounds mutated Tilikum from a curious animal into a fractured psychotic mind.
They literally go crazy person. That makes
34
sense.
years of captivity, Tilikum directly took the lives of 3 human beings.
He killed 3 people! 1 took out 3! Every single one of them out in the normal ocean got 5 bodies. You can't convince me otherwise. Every orca got a body!
Over the course of his 34 years of captivity, Tilikum directly took the lives of 3 human beings.
How did we allow him to kill 3 people in captivity? Oh, he killed a person. They don't do that. We're not going to write it down in the books because it's not out in the open. It's in here, and we made it a crazy person killer whale because he was in solitary confinement for 30 years. Hey, next person.
His first victim in 1991 was dragged to the bottom of the pool and drowned. His second victim in 1999 was found dead.
So 8 years. Fiendin needed another body.
His body mutilated on the whale's back. But the absolute climax of this horror occurred in 2010.
Bro catching a body every 8 to 10 years, dude. Bro's on a clock.
Right in the middle of a live performance, Tilikum suddenly grabbed his most exceptional trainer, Dawn Brancheau, and pulled her under. The incident was so profoundly violent that her body was crushed, and Tilikum adamantly refused to release her remains for an extended period.
Damn.
Recall the spectacular restraint of wild orcas. The killings committed by Tilikum were not accidental surfing mistakes, nor were they predatory instincts driven by hunger.
I remember years ago trying to find the live video of the whole thing, but like there's only like snippets of it.
Tilikum's tragedy is the darkest
So what happened to him then?
reflecting back humanity's own crimes. Orcas may overlook our frail presence out in the vast ocean.
Bro, honestly, as a killer whale trainer, if we're like, oh, they don't kill people, but one of them has 2 bodies, I'm like, I would probably be like, not that one. I'm not working with that one. Let's just release that one back into the ocean. And if he dies, it is what it is.
But they will morph into a brutal void when we strip them of the sky, the sea, and their freedom.
So let everybody in prison out.
Though slowly escaping the dark era of artificial show tanks, wild killer whales now face far more insidious existential threats in their oceanic homeland. The deafening propellers of modern supercargo ships are causing acoustic blindness, completely jamming the orcas' echolocation and leaving them unable to coordinate hunts.
I hear you, but they have the whole ocean.
Or track their calves. Worse still is a chemical ticking time bomb. Legacy toxins
can't release if he
like
knows too much. Actually, that's
PCBs
facts.
bioaccumulate in their blubber, the highest concentrations in the animal kingdom, causing severe immune degradation and alarming miscarriage rates.
Oh, sad.
Compounding these threats, climate change and reckless dam construction.
I know these orcas don't
decimate
fuck with
Chinook
India, bro.
salmon,
That shit polluted.
forcing populations like the southern residents to face a grim ultimatum. Break thousands of years of cultural tradition.
How the
to
fuck do
change
they track their
diet
carbs? I don't
or
know, bro.
starve.
All I know is they need 300
While
pounds of
modern
meat in their mouth
science
every day.
uses advanced
Yeah, I'm
technology
locked
to
in on that
decode
fact
these
now.
majestic creatures.
300 pounds of meat every day.
Indigenous peoples of the Pacific Northwest have intimately understood them for millennia. Tribes like the Lumi do not see mindless beasts. They revere them as Quailholmeken, our
What?
relatives under the waves, reflecting a profound respect for a peer culture.
Nah, bro, he will fuck you up.
This
He did
brings
not
us to
care
the
about
ultimate
you.
biological paradox.
Meat gobblers. Yes.
The greatest mystery is not why killer whales refrain from eating humans, but how an apex predator intuitively knows to restrain its absolute power, preserve its cultural heritage, and honor a steadfast peace treaty with us, all while humanity actively poisons our shared oceanic home. The next time you gaze out at the white-capped waves, remember the unique acoustic symphonies and magnificent minds quietly gliding through the darkness below.
Nah, bro, hey, they gotta stay away from me.
Protecting the killer
I'm
whale
dead ass, they gotta
is not
stay
merely
away from me. I'm not doing this shit with them. If you guys complete this video and want to help out the channel, go ahead and check out the merch in the link in the description below.